All right, everyone, here we go with the thank you reading. I do these once a month here at Steve's Love Tarot. This is for December 2022. It's a thank you reading for anyone who's ever seen fit to give me a nickel for anything I do around here. Even if you just chuck a roll of nickels at my house, no problem, I'll clean them up. I appreciate it. And this reading here is very special. Generally it's about you, but I'm getting both energies here in this very interesting pre-shuffle that ties with a lot of the energies that we've been talking about. And no, the Three of Swords isn't in there, but what is in there is a lot to do with Neptune going direct, which it's doing tomorrow. And while it's a temporary energy, Neptune going direct can cause a moment of confusion, a crisis of faith, if you will. And it's very important. It's a very important energy because it leads to clarity, which then leads to actions being taken. Not unlike the old saying we like to say out here on YouTube that you can't have light without shade, you can't have clarity without confusion either. You need to, otherwise you wouldn't know what clarity is. So that being said, this is a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, which means, you know, you probably donated or are an avid extended purchaser, whatever it is, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. As with all the thank you readings. And again, I do these every month. It's important. It's important. That gratitude energy is very important, and it's pouring off me here. And it gives a terrific reading. The universe loves gratitude energy. It's like, it's delicious. It's like a sirloin steak to the universe, and it is delivering. I'm gonna do something a little unprecedented here. I'm gonna lay out the pre-shuffle because I need you to see it to understand it, and then we'll pull a reading. Okay, we're gonna pull 4 cards and a bottom card, and I'll clarify whatever needs clarifying. All right, these readings are always pretty deep, so pay attention. I've got a Queen of Pentacles crossed by an 8 of Swords. I've got a 2 of Swords crossed by a King of Pentacles, and I've got a 7 of Pentacles crossed by a 3 of Pentacles, and then I've got a King and Queen of Cups down here in this energy. Underneath those is a 5 of Cups. It's a lot of sadness, regret, and disappointment. It's a sad horse. Just look at the horse. Right? Like that. Okay? So I'm going to leave the horse here. He's not overly important, but he does sort of hammer the point home of what this is. As I look at this, there's 1,000 different ways I could read this. Now again, these thank you readings are usually about you. I ask the universe, tell me about my viewer. You know, what's going on? What do you want to say? But in an equal and opposite reaction, I got them as well. I'm going to start with them, with the incoming energy. All right, whoever this runner is, whoever you're watching tarot readings for, this here, if I were just looking at this and I had someone sitting across from me, I would say this is an energy of someone who's settled and now is a little bit sad horse about it. This is the epic battle that we saw in I believe it was yesterday's Twin Flame Journey reading. I talked about it around a Wheel of Fortune that was on the DF side. The battle between Cups and Pentacles. Okay? In that battle, Cups are winning. Okay? Is what the universe is saying here. This energy right now of Neptune just going direct, like I said, creates a crisis of faith. And what the key cards here are the King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay? And then in between them, I've got the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So I'm going to lay these out first like this. Okay? I've got 8 Swords and 2 Swords splitting up the King and Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who did what they were supposed to do. Possibly married or just lived their life, whatever it is, or hung with a family, whatever it is. Did the job that mommy and daddy wanted, or did a normal job yet they had other dreams, whatever it is. Anything like it. It's someone who's settled. And under this energy right now, we've got 10 swords worth of fear, worry, overthinking, and a crossroads. Okay? Someone here is having a crisis of faith of whether they made the right decision. It's because this soulmate connection has opened them up. All right? And what's winning is the King and Queen of Pentacles. This is what they want. Now, I often say the King and Queen, the King and Queen of Cups. This is what they want. Now, I often say about the King and Queen of Pentacles, it's the best couple in the deck. They're the couple that everyone admires. Under certain context, yes. but not under this context. Under this context, it's very superficial energy. It's all about comfort and security and all of that. And this is what they want. This is where the sadness lives, right here, because this connection showed them cups. So this energy right here is what's happening with Neptune going direct. And it's going direct tomorrow, but it's technically happening today as it's stationed and all of that. It's a temporary energy. It resolves very quickly, but this is an important step, and I'm glad I'm seeing it. It creates a bit of a crisis of faith. It's the easiest way to put it. Did I make the right decision? Now, this right here is saying, the reason I say it's temporary and it doesn't matter is I've got the Seven of Pentacles here and the Three of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about divine timing. The energy is right, is what that means. The energetic recipe is right now for someone to make a change, a more solid change, okay? Now that's how it pertains to the incoming energy. How this pertains to you, a lot of you might be worried or at a crossroads as to whether or not you're just going to end up with the same old thing, even though you've gone through these spiritual journeys and all of that and raised your vibration. And the truth of the matter is, you've got nothing to worry about. You've got a solid new foundation coming here. The energy is right on your side. You've got the King and Queen of Cups coming, and that's going to turn the Five of Cups around. Okay, why? Because you've put in the work. The Eight of Pentacles. I'm not sure the other side is putting in the work. I'm not entirely sure about that. But what I am sure of is this battle between Pentacles and Cups is on the surface. And it's playing out much more strongly on the incoming energy side than it is on the, what we might call the DF side. Okay? You might have a little crisis of faith. I'm just here to warn you of that. You might. You might think, oh, everybody's the same. I'm just going to end up with another runner anyway. Stop it. Okay? It's just temporary energy. It's there to help you utilize the clarity that's coming a little better. All right? That's all it is. It always happens when Neptune first goes direct. First few days of Neptune going direct are a nightmare. They're always a crisis of faith. There's a lot of confusion and a lot of doubt and things like that. No need. On the runner side, we want that. We want them to look at their pentacle situation, whatever it is, and we want them to long. The Five of Cups, that sad horse right here, is one of the cards that ends the separation phase in the soulmate cycle. And that Five Cups is centered around that King and Queen of Cups. In the context of the reading I threw down there, the King and Queen of Cups is the better relationship. It's the one that has everything. You get the cups, you get everything. And I've tried to teach you that. I've written blog articles about that. It's about cups. You live life by the cup. And they're worried that they didn't under this energy. And you might be worried that you might just end up with another one of them under this energy. Please don't. Because I'm telling you, in 2023, I'm going to have to always, and I wrote about this in the December blog article, I'm going to have to take into close consideration, careful consideration, the fact that there's some sort of one of the pieces of the wall around the soulmate cycle. Let's say the soulmate cycle was a circle, it had a wall around it. A chunk of that wall got blown out and other soulmates are creeping in. So there's a lot of you who are going to meet someone new very, very soon. 2023, for pretty much everyone, is probably one of the biggest years of change you'll ever see. Okay? Have ever seen up till now. I can't say will ever see in the future. I will say have seen up till now. All right? Let's give the deck a shuffle. All right? Here we go. Come on, universe, make it good. This is a thank you reading. I'm thanking everybody for giving me a nickel for anything I do around here. It is greatly appreciated. And I'm pouring the gratitude energy out there because I want to get a good reading for you here. And I know the universe instantly rewards. That's why I always tell you, be grateful that you were in this soulmate cycle. Grateful for the growth that's coming, because otherwise any of these new energies that are creeping in would have passed you by, because a lot of these energies, and it keeps coming up in the singles reads and a lot of the reads, have their shit together. They're already done cooking. So you need to be the right person when the right person shows up. That's about raising your energy up a little higher to attract a little better thing. You might be worried that you're not going to under this Neptune direct temporary energy. Don't. It's really just the fact that I'm telling you about it almost cancels it out. It should cancel it out. If I tell you it's going to rain and you go outside and you're surprised that it rains, that's on you. Okay, so hang in there. We got some big readings coming up this week. Full moon in Gemini, Mercury and Venus going in Capricorn. This is big shit. This is shit that stabilizes that Neptune direct energy for sure. All right, but we want the runner going through it. So give me a reading, universe. Let's go. Let's thank these people properly here. We're going to do 4 cards and a bottom card, much like I did there. The 2 cards in the middle will cross, and then the bookends will read together. I'll clarify anything that needs clarifying. Let's see where we go here. What do you want to tell me about that pre-shuffle, universe? Yeah. I talked about it a little bit ago when I was talking about the Battle of Cups versus Pentacles. I said I talked about it yesterday in a Twin Flame Journey reading around a Wheel of Fortune card on the DF side. Yeah, I did. You can watch that. And it's the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck here. Is the overall affecting energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. That's quite a little coincidence. And that's from another deck, by the way. I think that Wheel of Fortune was from the Witches. Yeah. Big change is coming. This is for you now. Your runner's energy might creep in here. I've already told you what's going on with them. They're going to get past that crossroads. You know why? You know how I know? And it's also how I know it's temporary energy. It's not just about the 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles that I showed you. It's about the fact that 8 swords and 2 swords equal 10 swords. That means that's coming to an end. It's actually a sign that it's temporary energy. The 8 swords and the 2 swords that were there crossing each other. Okay? So, here we go. Wheel of Fortune. Things about to change. For you, someone who's been silent, you got communication coming. We saw it all over the December readings. Those were the month of December should lead to that. The Archer takes the shot. Yes, the underlying energy, and Sagittarius energy makes up a good chunk of the month. But beyond that, we got the Jupiter cycle that's starting. Jupiter moving back into Aries, where it's very happy. It likes that fire. And again, just beyond that, the spiritual nature that was November. So I got a Wheel of Fortune here. What's fueling that? Judgment. Come on now. That is unreal. Why is that unreal? Let's think about it for a minute. Let's think about the coincidence that just happened here. Did you watch my Twin Flame Journey reading the other day? Okay. I'm pulling this reading on you. You had Judgment. And on top of Judgment from the Witches Tarot was a Wheel of Fortune. I have Judgment and I have a Wheel of Fortune here from this deck. There's no coincidence there. All of my readings tie together. Everything here. I'm here studying the soulmate cycle. You're just getting to watch. That's all. That's why I'm thrilled anybody gives me a nickel for anything I do. Usually school's kind of boring. I try to make it interesting by cracking jokes all the time, but, you know, maybe I would have been a good school teacher. I don't know. I might have been fun, although I can't be as dirty, but you wouldn't want to put me in a class of 2nd graders, I suppose. That'd probably be bad. But anyway, I'd be fired pretty quick, wouldn't I? This here is the dick chakra, little ones. Okay, no, you're gone. School board, hearing, everything. Big newspaper write-up. No. All right. Wheel of Fortune is fueled by Judgment. It's crossed by Judgment. Is the overall energy of this. Listen to you guys. This coming year, the rest of this month, all of this month kicks it off. This coming year is, I've labeled it restoration. I wrote an article on that back in September. I wrote an article, it was my year prediction. It's a year of restoration. It's a year where everything makes sense. It's a year where new soulmates come in. Maybe this one comes in. I don't know. But you get some serious, I know I don't have the Justice card, but it's the only way to describe it, other than to say Phoenix rising from the ashes here. Let's go. What's on top? 4 cards. Ace of Cups, new love. That's just the initial, that's what I get. I don't know. Maybe someone's about to tell you how they feel. That's new love. You know, the same frequency of energy plays out differently in different situations. Y'all different. Dealing with different people. What's next? There's that confusion. It had to come up. We had to get the 7 of Cups. If we didn't get a 7 of Cups or some sort of confusion card, right? 8 swords, 2 swords, something like that. This reading wouldn't make sense. I just got done telling you I'm pulling this reading here at the beginning of the month. That Neptune direct, the first few days of it are tricky. Crisis of faith. Don't let it get to you. But we want it to get to the runner's side. We want it on that incoming energy. We want them to see that they settled and they made a mistake. And the energy is right for them to do something about that mistake, is what the Seven of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles was telling us in the pre-shuffle. What's crossing this? Five of Wands. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Again, in the center, I have this. Okay? Now, yeah, there is confusion here. Five of Wands is temporary. Fives are temporary in the tarot. This is temporary energy. It's nonsense. Ignore the confusion. Okay? The universe, I'm pulling on the pre-shuffle. It's just re-emphasizing to you. I'm talking to you now. I already talked about the runner. I'm talking to you now. You got new love coming in, or someone telling you how they feel who never did before. But you've also got a lot of love in you. This Ace of Cups, you're holding the Ace of Cups. You are the Queen of Cups. And she gives the full cup. She allows that water to flow. So this being said here, this Ace of Cups, this is what you're attracting. You're attracting love. Just make sure you allow yourself to feel this. Any confusion you're feeling in the present moment about whether or not, well, I don't know. Just, even if you're like, well, this guy's Steve, I don't know, man. You know, I see what he's saying, but just just put that down. Put down the skepticism. Suspend your disbelief. Like you have to do when you watch a movie. You're all good at that. We have to suspend our disbelief. You don't think James Bond could do all that shit, do you? No. Of course not. The fact of the matter is we suspend our disbelief so we enjoy it. Just do that. This is talking about you suspending your disbelief. All right? Right here, what's bookending the Ace of Cups? This is why. Look at that. I can't plan this stuff. I just shuffle the deck. Ace of Pentacles is the energy of December. I said that in my December monthly article. All right? It is a solid new beginning. This is bookending the Ace of Cups. Because of your growth, okay? Because you hold this Ace of Cups and you allow the energy to flow, you have a solid new beginning coming here. I can't say it's in December, although this is the December thank you video, because I'm not a fucking Time Lord. But I do know in advance that 2023 will be the biggest year of change most of you have seen, if not all of you, to be honest with you. This is very powerful energy. It is a solid new beginning coming, either new love coming your way, or someone who hasn't told you how they felt, that runner, is going to tell you how they feel. In the middle here is where we are right now, with Neptune going direct, and it creates that little crisis of faith. I need you to suspend your disbelief a little bit, and that'll pass. This is very minor energy. It's bullshit. But we do want the other side to feel it. Okay, if you want me to flip it in the equal and opposite reaction on the other side, somebody here, Cups wins in the Battle of Cups versus Pentacles, and somebody here comes and gets a real solid beginning. Why do I say that? Why do I say Cups win? Because Cups, you get everything. The Ace of Pentacles is the most solid new beginning in the tarot. All right, it is the environmental energy around this new beginning, because in my reading, the Cups would cross that. The environmental energy is that of Cups. It's someone having a new beginning with Cups, and a very solid one. They are going to go through a little crisis of faith, though. As far as you're concerned, the overall energy, the Wheel of Fortune crossed by Judgment. It's massive. Everything changes here. We could almost look at this as the world. It's the end of something. The Wheel of Fortune is a 10 in the tarot. 10s are the end, dead end that lead to new beginnings. This is all about new beginnings. But this is about restoration, isn't it? The year of 2023, which I dubbed the year of restoration. Wrote a whole article about it. You can find it in my blog. There's a link to it on the SLT calendar page at sltblog.com. Okay, you can find it there. This is a bit of restoration. It's a card of resurrection. All right, things are going to turn around here. It's a big fucking year. A whole new you, a whole new life, maybe a whole new person. Maybe some closure from these runners in this cycle. The energies right now are very powerful. Now I'm going to clarify this with another animal deck, a small version. Just randomly at the bottom, by the way, is that Five of Wands. The universe really wants to hammer that home, because if you let it, that Five of Wands can become 10. 10 wands is a lot of burden, a lot of pressure. We want that on the runner's side. I don't want you to have it. I'm telling you, it's just Neptune going direct. So if over the next few days you have any kind of crisis of faith, that's all it is. Now, we're going to pull. It's going to take the energy with it right over. We're going to pull on the Ace of Pentacles here, okay? And we're going to see where this goes. So these are crossing these. And those are crossing that. All right, so we're going to pull on the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. I don't need to touch this. I've already talked about it. That's all that is. And we want it on the runner side. I don't want you to even give it a second thought. It's minor bullshit. And if you're not paying attention, if you're futzing with a dog, that's fine, because you gave me a nickel for something I did around here. You can do what you want. I'm not the boss of you. But that 5 wands can turn into 10 wands, as I just showed you, if you're not careful. All right, that could be too much. So if you know about it, if you know it's raining, you know to take an umbrella. If you don't, that's on you. Ace of Pentacles. What's this new beginning? What do we get here? Let's just talk about the viewers, universe. Don't bring in the runner. I've already covered it. I already flipped this energy and told you what it means. I showed you the Ace of Cups crossing. They're coming for a new beginning about cups, blah, blah, blah. I want them in this energy right now. And that's going to affect that's going to prove how the December readings are very accurate, and which had a lot of forward movement and a lot of communication. It's also going to get resolved throughout the readings I pulled this week in particular, I'm sure. Not to mention the 12-12 portal, which is very powerful energy. We'll get to that when we get to it. All right, the Ace of Pentacles. Let's do it. Why is it here? Wow, you really want me to shuffle, don't you? Okay. 5 of Pentacles is crossing it. Sorry, my nose is running like a DM. The 5 of Pentacles is crossing it. All right. If you've felt at all like this rose, right? If you've suffered any kind of losses, this Ace of Pentacles reverses those losses. It makes them all better. And I believe you'll learn some things. Things that had been hidden for you, turn this rose around. All right. Things are going to make sense in the coming weeks and months. Things are going to start to make sense. All right, what's on top? Is this 1 card or 2? It feels like 2. Oh, the Hierophant. Yeah. So this is some spiritual. This is a whole new you. It's long-term shit. This Ace of Pentacles is so solid, it may last the rest of your life. What's happening from right now through 2023, at least the first half of 2023, is changes that will occur, that will affect, that will be with you the rest of your life. In other words, you might buy a new house or something like that, and you might find yourself 20 years from now still living in that house. And you look back and you go, oh, I bought that house right at that 2023 point when that guy Steve said the changes would stick for whatever. It's just an example. It's something I'm talking about that stays, that's long term. The spiritual changes within you have been very important. What's the center card? It's red with the 5 of Pentacles. 10 wands, yeah. Whatever has burdened you gets relieved here quite a bit. The Ace of Pentacles is a solid new beginning. The environmental energy around it that necessitates that new beginning is a loss of some kind. Something that's really weighed you down, that's held you back, goes away. What's red with the Hierophant? Strength. It's beautiful. It's the heart chakra. It's red with the Hierophant, but it's also, again, putting down burdens, putting down fears. Someone here who gives the full cup. White Lion has one of the roses from the 2 of Cups in his mouth. You're attracting soulmates. You're attracting a different kind of person. It's what I told you from the pre-shuffle. You don't have to worry that you're just going to attract another runner. Your vibration's too high with this Hierophant here. That's not going to happen. You're going to attract real soulmates who are going to want to be with you. You know, who are going to want to stick around, who aren't going to run. We're already past that phase in this cycle. All right, you don't get... In a soulmate cycle, you get a lot of soulmates to come at you. There's a lot of, it's like a bus on a route. There's a lot of stops along the way, right? People get off, people get on. But also, if you're staying on the bus, soulmates get off and soulmates get on. And it tends, you generally don't get multiple runners in one soulmate cycle. You generally just get the one. And if you don't go on the spiritual journey or get the lessons from that, you might get another one. You'll attract one. But most of you who are watching this video have gone on the spiritual journey. You've raised your vibration. You won't attract another asshole, another entitled fuckwit, Another someone who's stuck in pentacles. Another someone who's not on your level. Like energy attracts like energy. You both attracted each other in this soulmate cycle, the old runner. You were attracted to each other and had soul recognition because you both were out of balance in your own way, in almost an equal and opposite reaction way. So there's some sort of destiny involved. That destiny is playing out here around this Ace of Pentacles. So there's always some sort of, for you, for example, you had to learn some self-worth. If someone runs from you, let them. Fuck them. You know, worried about what other people think or worried about whatever, it's fine. You don't want to give love or you're not getting love back because that's just despair. That's what that equals. So you shut off the spigot. You don't keep giving. That's a lesson to learn. That raises your vibration and that only attracts like energy to you, so you attract people who give love just like you do. And then you get a nice equal give and take. This is beautiful energy. It really is. Let's, just for fun, let's pull on the Ace of Cups. I'm going to pull on the surface energy of this. Okay, it's tied to this, so we've already talked about it. But on the surface, when I first threw the card, I said new love. That's what I said when it hit the table. Rewind, it is. And I said it's either a new love coming in for you or you find out how someone felt. Someone who held back is about to tell you how they feel. Could go either way. Okay? But either way, it's nice energy. So I'm just pulling on that surface energy. All right? So let's see. Just give me the surface energy of the Ace of Cups, universe. Let's go. Come on now. Tell me what you want to tell me. Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. For a lot of you, it's new love. For others of you, it's your runner coming in and telling you how they feel. It doesn't matter because it's saying the same thing I said over here when I had the Five of Pentacles crossing. It's allowing you, Two of Wands, to let go of something. Something's going to make sense. There's something coming towards you. Either someone who ran from you opens up, it explains, and everything makes sense, or a new love comes in and allows you to put that down and move into a whole new world. These are long-lasting with the Hierophant on top of the Ace of Pentacles. It makes it even more solid. This is already the most solid beginning in the tarot. It's already tied to an Ace of Cups, environmental energy. It has the Hierophant on top of it. It's beautiful. And it's just kind of saying the same thing here. Even on the surface energy, there's something new right on your horizon. Okay? It's very tactile. You can almost, a lot of you, if you suspend your disbelief, like I talked about, a lot of you will be able to actually feel this. You know it's coming. And that's good. Go ahead. Allow yourself to feel that. You'll attract it, even if it wasn't coming. Right? I'm wrong. Steve's wrong. Cards are wrong. It's all shit. Right? But the way energy works, even if you just allow yourself to believe it, even if it wasn't coming towards you, it will. Because like energy attracts like energy. And it works every time. It does. It's manifesting one-on-one, really. All right. But leave a void open for it. You can feel something and not put expectations within the void. Just feel it. Know that something's coming. I'm telling you something is. It allows you to let go of something. It makes everything all right. What's on top? Yeah, that's nice. I wouldn't normally say that about the devil, but with the devil, with the goat, right? The goat with its feet on fire. It allows you to let go. What's become toxic is holding back, right? For a lot of you, and that's what these cards are kind of about too, in a way. That crisis of faith I talked about. That's the devil on your shoulder whispering, "Nah, it's not happening." This tells me there's a lot of you, because when I talk, the universe either backs me up or it puts egg on my face. Today, it's backing me up. A lot of you are telling yourselves, "Well, I love these readings and stuff, but that's never going to happen," right? Or something along those lines. It's that crisis of faith. It's devil energy. Don't listen to it. When the cup doesn't flow, when the cup becomes still, this little guy gets to take over. All right? It becomes toxic. And for some of you, this cup is or has become toxic. And this might make it worse. You'll watch. I always say, if you found this reading, you found it for a reason. I'm telling you, this is just temporary energy. Don't listen to the goat. I'll keep the water flowing. Have some faith. All right? Just suspend your disbelief in it if you're one of those people with disbelief. For others of you, it just allows you to let go of toxin, keeping that energy flowing. What's red with the Two of Wands? The Four of Cups, yeah. Same thing. The Four of Cups is red with the Two of Wands. This Ace of Cups allows you to let go of something that disappointed you, okay? Something that disappointed you is being let go. It's about letting go of one wand and going toward another one. For some of you, you need to hear the message, and it's become abundantly clear as I pull on this just on the surface and as these energies pair with this. There's a few of you watching that need to hear me say, again, if this cup does not flow, if you do not have, suspend your disbelief and allow this devil energy in, over here in what's happening in the current energy. It's a strong warning from the universe. You might go into some depression and some sadness during this period here, during the early part of December, when Neptune's just going direct. You might. Don't allow that to happen, okay? You're seeing it here. Don't allow it to happen. What's red with the devil? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Again, it's that nurturing energy. It's one of the finest energies of the Empress. That Queen of Pentacles it's red with the devil energy. You've got a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. All right? Listen to the angel. Allow the energy. It's just a repeating message from the universe to keep the cup flowing. To just not pay attention to anything. Everything right now with Neptune going direct might seem confusing. It's temporary energy. It might get you in your head, and that opens the door for devil energy to come in. That's what it likes. It's like the con man. They look for people to take advantage of. They catch you at a weak moment. And this type of energy right now with Neptune just going direct can lower your vibration just enough so that some low-level devil energies can get in. And they can get in your head and create a lot of disappointment. You might be in a woe is me state, rejecting things. It's possible. Have some faith in that energy. This is tied directly to the new beginning and all of this. This right here, these cards are tied mostly to this type of energy here. You can see it with the top half. The only dark card over here is this, right? It's tied right to it. This top part here and that top part of the devil. All right, because I'm pulling on this here. Okay, fine. What else you want to tell everyone? Let's go. Let's see. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. We're going to forget about that and that, so pay attention to what I said. All right? It's going to be tricky. The cards wouldn't have come out this way if it wasn't going to be tricky, if this energy wasn't important for you to know about. I don't have a Neptune direct reading planned. The universe knows that. I might end up with one in some random all signs reading for all I know, but the universe wants you guys to know about this energy so that you don't allow low-level devil energy in to fuck things up. Because this Ace of Cups and keeping that flowing is what brings everything to you. But under the current energy, I can dig it. It is a lot of confusion. What's going on? Crisis of faith energy. We want it on the runner side. We don't want it on your side. It's not necessary. Now, as this pertains to the runner, if you want, energy's always in layers. I said I was going to leave them out. As this Ace of Cups pertains to your runner, if that resonates with you, okay, someone here is very sorry they didn't take your cup, center card red with two wands, and they're setting the intention to come towards you, but it's a bit of they need you. They have some remaining toxic energy. You're the cure for it. Just like this, you're the mama deer, they're the little fawn, okay? So, yeah, it says the same thing we get quite a bit. They are coming towards you because they need, you have a piece of their puzzle that they need. You resolve this energy for them, this confusion. You don't need them to resolve it. They need you to resolve it. There's a difference. You can resolve it all by yourself just by listening to what I'm telling you. They can't. They need to come and get a sip of the cup in order to cancel this energy out. Okay? And that's what this card is saying right there. Getting a sip of milk right there from you. One of the finest energies of the Empress. Now, so there you go. Hey, I'm full service. Never let it be said I don't split the energies for you. All right. What else you want to tell everybody? I'm still shuffling. I had time to do a whole other analysis of the energy, give you another layer, and it's still having me shuffle. Why? This is why. Whatever this person's reason is for coming in, it doesn't matter. Lovers, you're attracting soulmates like crazy. Have some faith in that. There it is again. The energy around you is like a set table. And people just want to bring you food. It's like you're in a restaurant and you're sitting there. You've already placed your order to the universe, or to the waitress universe, if you will, or waiter. And you're sitting there and you've got your forks and your knives and your spoons, and they just come to you. These are like trained geese where you whistle and they come in, right? Oops, I better not do that. Flem the parrot's trained to that whistle. You'll probably come in here. Oh no. All right, five swords, 6 swords. That's an escalation. That's nice. I'm going to pull 2 more. 4 swords and 7 wands. All right. So these cross and these cross. Okay, like that. So the affecting energy around you is forward movement. The energy right now, you might be inclined to not be able to see what's around the next corner. Okay? I always tell you, be like that page of wands in my witch's tarot. That person there, curious about what's around the next corner, and if it's bad, well, they'll just get excited about what's around the corner after that. The energy right now is confusing. Here's 2 5s right here. They're tied together, even similar backgrounds. Temporary energy doesn't allow you to see what's around the next corner. What you can't see is this, right? We already started here at the bottom of the deck. Is it still here? Yeah, with a Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. There's also a sun down in here too, by the way, as well as 3 pentacles and a star. Here, you want to see the 5 cards at the bottom? Look at this. You can't see it right now. In fact, the star is usually kind of a hidden sort of thing. You can't see the happiness that's there. So, again, you are the environmental energy. You are moving. You're energetically moving toward calmer waters. But you might not be able to see it. Your range of vision is very short. That said, this is a very interesting message, these 2 cards. I like this. All right? Just, you have the environmental energy around you is that of you having the high ground. All right? You're fine. Be mindful of that. Because right here, it's actually a message from the universe to tell you the best thing you can do under this current energy right now, as we flow through December and as we flow into 2023, a year of restoration, is to just, well, one way I could put it is do nothing. Okay? But mostly it's about just give your brain a rest. Okay? Relax. Okay? You can't see around the next corner. And what you can't see right here is the lovers. The love geese are in the air. What you can't see is the wheel is turning, Judgment, a new solid beginning, which this 3 of Pentacles ties directly to this Ace of Pentacles. A star, still delayed, a little wish coming true here, powerful manifesting energies around you. And it all ends with the sun bookending the fucking Wheel of Fortune. I mean, there's a lot. There's a reason the universe throws up readings like this, throws up warnings. It shows you what you can have, something very long-lasting, something that relieves burdens, turns around something you were sad about that got heavy on you, you know, which we saw over here too, a little bit, and gives you new strength, new confidence, and an energy that attracts people of the same, you know, people with confidence and strength who won't run from you. But all of this here in the middle that I've pulled, it's funny because it always has this surrounding energy, this affecting energy of something like the lovers, right? Something very bright and powerful. Over here we've got the sun bookending the Wheel of Fortune over all this. But you are, energetically, the environmental energy, you are moving out towards smoother waters. The energy right now, as Neptune just goes direct, is one that kind of blocks what's around the next corner. And it can create a crisis of faith. I want you to know that. Try not to think about it. Just allow your intuition to flow. Follow your soul and keep the high ground. All right? This is it's a keep the high ground. The Seven of Swords has a lot of meanings. Keep the high ground. It's defensiveness. It's standing up and fighting for what's right. It can mean all sorts of things. This is a high ground energy. You're actually moving, but it might not feel like you are. It's sort of like if you were the way I can describe this energy is you're riding in a car and you think the car is stationary because somebody painted a picture on the window of one scene. So you can't see out the window. But in reality, the car is whipping up the freeway at 80 miles an hour. Okay? That's the best way I can describe it. Okay? There's no other way I can put it. It's the easiest way to describe the energy. And that's your reading. This is very nice. The universe gets pretty deep usually in these thank you readings, you know, for you guys, because they're about you. This is one of the rare occasions where the runner did bleed in. All of the things I'm telling you about what's here in the middle that I just talked about, you now know about. So they'll affect you less. Your runner doesn't know about them. And these same energies are affecting them. That's why we saw so much forward movement in the month of December. Okay, in those monthly readings. Let them feel that. Don't call them and warn them. Let them go through all this. All right? Let them think the car is not moving. Let them get all crisis of faithy. It'll only make what they have on their side look worse. Because cups, in the battle of cups versus pentacles, motherfucking cups is winning. Because cups is crossing. Is the environmental energy around this very new beginning. This solid new beginning. And that's your reading. Again, I thank you for ever giving me a nickel for anything I do around here. I'm going to do a holiday reading, I'm sure, but I wish everybody a happy holiday season, of course. That's it. That's your thank you reading for December 2022. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. And I hope this reading was helpful. All right? Good luck.